Nick here from Baby Squid Media. Today we're going to cook one of my personal favorites, the Buffalo Chicken Parmesan Sandwich. So let's get started. I've got my chicken, flour, egg wash, breadcrumbs. We're going to go through the steps. We want to coat these really good, but shake off the excess. Right into the egg wash. Egg wash will help the breadcrumbs stick. And in the breadcrumbs, I've actually added a little bit of paprika and just a dash of Parmesan cheese to give it a little extra flavor. When you're doing the breadcrumbs, you want to make sure that everything gets nice and covered here. So once we have all the chicken breaded, just a quick tip for you guys. Put it on some parchment paper, get parchment paper on both sides, and we're going to gently roll with a rolling pin on top of them. What this is going to do is it's going to push the breadcrumbs into the chicken to help keep it on there as a crust when it's cooking in the oil. Again, really gently, don't hurt anyone with it. Alright, now we're going to let these sit and rest while we get the oil warm in the frying pan for the chicken to go in. Okay, now we've got some extra virgin olive oil heated in the pan over medium. We're going to start putting these chicken tenders into the oil. So we're about ready to flip. It's been about 3 to 5 minutes. With chicken, you really just want to flip it once. You don't want to keep flipping over and over and over again. So you put it on there, you kind of let it go and do its thing and cook, and you just leave it alone and don't touch it until we go ahead and flip it just one time. So let's see, that is perfect. It's golden brown. Okay, so we've got our chicken is now cooked. It's off the saute pan and it's cooled a little bit. It's now time to start assembling the sandwich. So first thing we're going to do with this bread, this is from Café Ficelle here in Ventura. It was fresh baked today. All about the bread when you're making a sandwich like this. We're going to cut it about halfway to 2/3 the way down and spread it out a little bit. Now, here's a trick I learned in college. We're going to actually wrap this bread in the foil. The reason that we do this is it keeps the edges from burning when it goes into the oven. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, again, this is a Buffalo Chicken Parmesan Sandwich. We're going to take our chicken tenders, similar to what you would see at like a wing stop or a wing place. We're going to put them in our bowl and we're going to pour our buffalo sauce. I made this buffalo sauce. You can buy it from the market, but if you're to make it like me, it's just some Frank's Red Hot sauce, butter, cayenne pepper if you like it spicy like I do, some garlic powder, and some vinegar. And you boil it down so it's nice and thick instead of runny like the hot sauce usually is when you get it. So I'm going to put that on and then just gently toss it. So now it's time to really start assembling this sandwich. So again, we've wrapped our bread in the foil. We're going to now lay that cheese down as a bottom layer to keep the sauce from running and making the bread at the bottom all soggy. Next up, we're going to grab our chicken wings, our chicken fingers, strips. We'll throw them into this sandwich. I like loading it up. And then on top of that, we're gonna put this marinara sauce. Now, this is the marinara sauce from the recipe that I have posted on the Baby Squid website, www.babysquid.com. This is a family recipe. In my opinion, the great thing about making a batch of homemade marinara sauce is on the first night, you get pasta. On the second night, you get sausage and peppers. On the third night, which is tonight, you get chicken parm. And then on the fourth night, tomorrow night, I'm making pizzas. So you get lots of meals out of this. Oh, so then we're going to put our Boar's Head white American cheese on next. And the reason that we put this on and then the mozzarella on top is because the white American will burn when you put it in the oven to toast it, but the mozzarella won't. So the layer of the white American first, and then your layer of mozzarella on top of that. And this guy's ready to go in the oven. I have the oven preheated to 450 right behind me, so. All right, our cheese is starting to brown. They've been in there for about 5 minutes. Time to take them out and see what we got. Perfect. Got my UGG glove, but the foil is not really hot. All right, our sandwiches are out of the oven. They look delicious. I can't wait to get in. So we're going to fold this over. And while this is cooling, I'm gonna do the obvious next step, which is to get myself a drink. This would go really well with a nice cold beer, but I like a Pinot. So, a little bit of red. Just a little bit. We clear the palate while we wait for it to cool. And I think it's time to go. This American cheese is so melty. It's just sticking to the foil. This is like In-N-Out cheese paper. Someone can lick that later. All right, so we're gonna take this, cut it right down the middle. Look at that. Not bad, right? It's time to get in on this and try it. So, you've got this classic flavor from the chicken parmesan, but then you've got the peppery heat from the buffalo sauce that kicks it up a notch, and then that great white American cheese. It's creamy and it's sweet and it cools it down, and it makes, for me, the perfect dinner, the perfect sandwich. So, cheers. Raleigh, come in here and get in on this. So excited. Cheers. Cheers. We'll see you next time.